Oh, what's going on, people? It's time for another edition of Truly Inconsequential.
What is up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear. No, we can hear you. We can absolutely hear you.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm doing this remote, guys. I'm in super sunny Florida. There is a little bit of thunderstorm going on outside right this second, but it's been sunny other than that.
So it's not sunny.
And it's no, it's back and forth. I don't know. I've been inside all day.
I don't know. I've never heard of those always very sunny thunderstorms.
It's always sunny in Orlando, Delphia. Okay.
What's up, Sandra? Welcome to the chat.
What up, Sandra? How you doing?
Yeah. So yeah, we have our remote show. Brim is doing this from the hotel room in Disney World, and I am still in the studio.
Well, you look very cute in the studio, Mr. Greer.
And fitting.
You all handsome.
Character to talk about today.
Look. Can you show everybody our beautiful new award that we got? That pretty lady back there.
That's heavy. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look at that pretty little lady. And ladies and gentlemen, if we're a little back and forth, it's because there's a delay. Look at that. Look at that sexy lady.
That thing is solid. But yeah, so fitting that you're in Disney World and we're gonna have a Disney character to argue about. I can't wait. I hope Brian Little comes in from the Your Favorite Blockhead Network, because he will definitely have something to say about one of our other characters we're debating today, Woodstock.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so back for another day of Truly Inconsequential. Thank you everybody for being here. If you're not, please hop in the chat, and if you're watching the replay, please hop in the comments and let us know what you think about which one of these two characters are truly inconsequential, Pluto or Woodstock from the Peanuts.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look, do you think Pluto will ever get a voice and walk upright on two legs? And who thought it was a good idea for Woodstock to become a cannibal? Question is, who will remain inconsequential?
Sandra says trying not to get carried away by mosquitoes. I guess that's the MO in Florida. Try to not get carried away by mosquitoes. Florida,
Possibly.
the Australia of the United States.
Yeah, it pretty much is. You're in swampland, brother.
Yeah. Danielle says Haley wants to know who chose these. It was a collective. I think I might have chose these. I think I might have suggested these. They were on the list.
Haley's going to yell at you from the other room.
What does she like? Both of them?
Yeah, I would assume.
Oh, okay. Well, then she's gonna not like me for one of them at least. Guys,
So
no, what were you saying?
I guess what we should probably do is, I mean, I'm at Disney, so we might as well start with the Disney character. I mean, that would be my suggestion. What do you
Fair
think?
enough. Fair enough. We can start with Pluto.
Okay.
This is I just want to let you know this is a really easy debate. This whole thing, there's a right and a wrong answer to all of this.
Well, but I have to be the bad guy in the first one because I've got to play the good guy in the next one. Simply listen, I love both of these characters, but I know which one you're gonna go. Oh well, Pluto is so important. He's so important, and it's Mickey's best friend, and blah 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 blah. I get it. I know. I love it. But I'm going to play devil's advocate here for this one. Pluto is truly inconsequential. And the reason for that is because he is the one creature in the entire Disney universe that doesn't say a goddamn thing and is reduced from from 2 legs to 4. And he doesn't even speak. He's so unimportant that he doesn't even get to speak.
Well, that's actually he doesn't speak like regular words, but he does that like barking speak kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like
all dogs bark, Mr. Greer.
No, oh my God, you're an idiot. I'm talking about like where they bark, but they try to like bark out words. And I don't mean he's just barking. I just mean like, but he does like it's like how Scooby Doo. He does kind of talk, but it's very like rough and like bark like. It's a little worse than that. But Pluto does talk from time to time. It's broken English. Yeah, but back to what I'm saying.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Pluto, it's not like that. No, it's not that much. It's like you kind of got to piece together what Pluto's trying to say. If Pluto wasn't consequential though, he wouldn't have his own run of cartoons. Like for the most part, all the main characters in Disney have their own shorts, Pluto included. Even though he doesn't speak, even though he's not walking on 2 legs like Goofy, like Mickey, like Donald, like Mickey. He's still a main character. Like when you're thinking about Disney World, you're thinking of Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Pluto.
Okay, but here it is, and I'm going to lay this out right on the line. It's the Fab Four, right? It's always been the Fab Four. Okay, the Fab Four, and that's why they call it the Fab Four. Is Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy? That's the Fab Four. Now, after that, you have right after that fourth. I believe it is Pluto, and then Daisy and all these other characters underneath that. But the main 4 are Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and and Donald. Now, the fact of the matter is, Pluto's not in there. Pluto is now. If Goofy, I guess the biggest debate that people have had over the years is Goofy a dog? Well, if Goofy's a dog,
that's not even a debate, by the way.
So you think he's a dog?
He is no. I don't think he's a dog.
You know he's a dog?
Goofy is a dog because I'd like to spoil this for everybody. There are no male cows. Male cows are bulls. Does Goofy have horns? No.
I didn't think he was a bull. I never thought that.
No, I know you didn't, but there's no male cows.
But I think Goofy is supposed to be like a creature. I don't think he's a dog.
He is a bazillion% a dog.
Okay, well, if he's a bazillion% a dog, the fact is that they made Goofy stand on 2 legs and talk. Oh gosh! But what do you call? But Pluto is just a woof woof, and he's down on all 4 legs, and he's Mickey's bitch. Is basically what it is. That's what he is.
He's Mickey's best friend. And when you think about Walt Disney World was literally the epitome of America. And what is not more American than a man and his dog? A man and man's best friend, his dog. So Mickey, to humanize Mickey, because obviously these are all animals, but you do want to have a little bit of the human quality. He decided to say, You know what? Mickey needs a pet. Mickey needs a pet, and what do the American public and the American children love more than anything? Their dogs. So I'm gonna give Mickey a pet dog. Who, yeah, of course, you're gonna have, and without Pluto, you wouldn't have those stupid freaking conspiracy theories that Goofy's not really a dog, which are the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life. But that's what Pluto is. That's what Pluto is to Mickey. Pluto is Mickey's pal, Mickey's man's best friend, his pet, his dog.
Okay, so Goofy is a human dog, and Pluto is a bitch dog. Is basically what it is. Because he wasn't important. Pluto wasn't important enough. Pluto wasn't important enough to have clothes.
He's a pet. He's a pet.
Jasper's my dog, but I am a human. I am a human, and there's a difference between a human and a dog.
Are we really arguing the logistics of a cartoon where people have anvils dropped on
Yes.
them?
And the reason for that is if they're listen, Pluto does not have clothes. He wears a collar. He is Mickey's pet. As to where Goofy walks around in a stupid hat and big old shoes and clothes and walks around. You know what I'm saying? And I love Goofy and I love Pluto. The fact of the matter is that Pluto is inconsequential simply because he is not important enough to have to wear clothes and to have a voice. Hold on, let's take some messages.
You don't need to wear clothes. Do any of the characters in Monsters Inc. wear clothes? No, they don't. Are they important in Disney World? Yeah, in the Disney universe, absolutely. You don't have to wear clothes to be important.
Because they all, in that movie, because that is the spectrum of the Monsters Inc. movie, none of them wear clothes. They're all furred out. They're all furred out.
It's the Fab Five. Pluto has his own run of cartoons.
Not the Fab Five. It's the Fab Four. It's always been the Fab Four.
Pluto has his own storylines within Disney. Like he has his own shorts. Like Nate. Like what makes him less important? Like if he wasn't important, if he truly was inconsequential, he would be literally attached to the hip of Mickey. In every Mickey cartoon, you would only see Pluto. Pluto had his own stories.
I get it. I get it. I do get it. Again, you want me.
Tom and Jerry moments.
Again, you want me to play devil's advocate. You don't want me to always be the good guy. So I'm playing the bad guy in this. But if you want to play Nichols, no, oranges to oranges. If they're both dogs. So there should be no differentiation between the two except for their look. So Pluto should be standing on 2 feet and talking and communicating. So Pluto's the dumbest dog in the history of Disney, is what you're telling me. He's the only dog in Disney that is a main character that doesn't talk.
Do you really need a character? Does that matter?
Yeah, of course. In Disney,
of course it matters. Because Tom and Jerry are the main focus of a cartoon, and neither one of them speak.
Well, yeah, but listen, we haven't gotten to that yet because Woodstock doesn't speak either. But
you have to speak to be a main character. You don't have to be able to speak. Dill Pickles was a pretty good character that I'm pretty sure we deemed consequential.
Yes, but this is again, we're having a different fight here, Greer. This is totally different. Let's take some of these. Here. I think Pluto is consequential. He has his own storylines. I love Woodstock, but he's a sidekick that has very few mini story bits. Listen, Pluto's a sidekick also. Lisa. This is so difficult. I love both. Fair enough. I agree. Sandra, I thought he was a cow. I never thought he was a cow. I always thought he was either a dog or a creature. Kim says Goofy is a dog. Is that defined by Disney, by the way? Did they define it somewhere?
I wish I looked it up before. I wish I looked it up beforehand, but I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Okay. What do you call it? Kim says, I think Brim is just trying to play crazy. I'm not playing crazy. I mean, look, I love the character, but is he really consequential? No, he's pretty inconsequential in the grand scheme of things.
He's not though, because like I said, he has his own run of cartoons. Like he was given his own run of shorts.
Mini shorts, yes, shorts. So was Pete, and I thought Pete was inconsequential. No, Pluto, at least people know Pluto. People like Pluto.
No. Different. Pete never had his own. Pete was always the villain in every other cartoon. Pluto had his own. Pluto was the main focus of a bunch of the Disney cartoons. That's not up for debate. That's an actual fact.
Okay. So Lisa says Goofy is a dog, but he was enamored of Clarabelle the cow.
Yeah.
No. I mean, look, again, Goofy, I just find it so strange that almost every main character in the what do you call it, the Disney universe, like not everyone, but most of the main characters in the Disney universe, all animals, they all speak, they all have things to say, they sing, they dance, they do everything. Pluto has none of those things.
Because
again, He's a cute character. I love the character, and yes, I used to sit and watch all the shorts before you were even born, Mister Greer. I get it. I love Pluto. In my brain, I think that he's a great character, but in the grand scheme of things, Mickey didn't necessarily need to have a pet. You know what I mean? He didn't need to have a pet. There was no need for Pluto to be there. Aside from the fact that Pluto getting stung in the nose by a bee here and there, you know what I mean?
But it was
Like,
more to humanize. But it was more to humanize a character that necessarily didn't look human. Like I said, it's like what's more American than a man and his dog, and a man and man's best friend. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of pet are you going to give Mickey Mouse a pet person? Like that doesn't. Like you have to give him an animal. You can't.
I'm a goldfish.
But then you're gonna have a problem because I'm sure there were goldfish characters. You know what I mean? Like, why does he have to have a goldfish? Like,
No, the
what's more
goldfish.
American-
Hold
what's
on a
more
minute.
American than a man and his dog?
The only goldfish character was Cleo. Cleo or Chloe? Chloe or Cleo? One or the other, which in Pinocchio. That was the only goldfish character.
But I'm saying, but like
That one didn't talk, and that was a pet.
I'm saying, but it's more of a pet-like feel if you have it's man and man's best friend. You know what I mean? Like, why Mickey having a fish is gonna be that's gonna be inconsequential because it's a fish that sits in a bowl and does nothing. Pluto was like the dog that everybody wished they had. You know what I mean? Pluto was the dog that you'd go play fetch with, go on adventures with and stuff like that. That's what Pluto was to Mickey Mouse, or is to Mickey Mouse.
Okay,
I
here
mean?
just on Wikipedia, which is not necessarily always correct. Goofy is a cartoon character created in 1932 by the Walt Disney Company. Goofy is a tall anthropomorphic dog who typically wears a turtleneck and vest with pants, shoes, white gloves, and a tall hat originally designed as a rumpled fedora. Goofy is a close friend of Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. I mean, look, I just think that it's strange. Why would you have this dog? You know what I'm saying? Okay, here, hold on. Let's see. Here, this is supposedly from Disney. According to Disney, Goofy was created as a human character as opposed to Pluto, who was a pet. They're both dogs, but Goofy can actually communicate with others and walk on his 2 feet. Supposedly Pluto can only bark and make somewhat discernible noises. Goofy was created as a human character as opposed to Pluto, who was a pet. They're both dogs, but Goofy can actually communicate with others and walk on his 2 feet. Supposedly Pluto can only bark and make somewhat discernible noises. Goofy was created as a human character as opposed to Pluto, who was a pet. They're both dogs, but Goofy can actually communicate with others and walk on his 2 feet. Supposedly Pluto can only bark. Sure.
I'm definitely not gonna be able to clip it. All right. Hopefully sorry about that, everybody. Hopefully I just fixed it.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I think it's safe to say we're not going to be doing many remotes anymore. So, is he inconsequential because he's a pet? I don't necessarily. Sandra says, is he inconsequential because he's a pet? I don't necessarily think he's inconsequential because he's a pet. I think it's because, like I said, it gave Mickey Mouse the stereotypical American home setting. Like a man and man's best friend. That's.
Listen, again, I'm trying to kind of go with this a little bit, and I understand what you're saying. I can appreciate that. But what do you call it? Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't get behind the whole Pluto being consequential because he was a pet. You know what I mean? Like pets are not necessarily consequential.
It's not just because he was a pet. It's because he's Mickey's pal, Mickey's pet, and he's also a mainstay within the Disney cartoons and the Mickey Disney. Like I know you're saying it's the Fab Four, but when Pluto came into the picture, it became the Fab Five. That's the thing.
You say so.
It's Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Minnie, and Pluto. Like that's that's just the way Disney is.
All right. Well, listen. In my opinion, what do you call it? I love Pluto. I don't think he's necessarily consequential. There was no Pluto movie. There was all Mickey mini movies. There was, little shorts with Pluto. I don't count that as a movie. Goofy
You don't
movies,
necessarily have to,
Goofies.
but those shorts are a big part of what Disney is as a whole. I mean, like
Was.
they still do them.
Yeah, and they're crappy. Their
They're
whole
not though.
new
They're
their
not
whole
though.
new art style is awful.
You could be wrong, but it's okay. You could be wrong, but they're actually really good. They're actually not that bad. Herb says
Awful.
Brim is still echoing. Tom, raise your levels yet. Herb, we're about as high as we can go. And I don't know why Brim is echoing currently.
I'm not sure. We're trying here. We're trying. This is new for us. We haven't had to do this remote. So, what do you call it? Hopefully it's not too bad, guys. What do you call it? Lisa, I have to side with Brim. Thank you.
It's okay. It's okay. Lisa, I like you. You're really awesome, but two people can be wrong. It's fine.
Wow.
So I guess we should move on to the next one.
Okay.
Which is Woodstock. And if I just have to say, I don't know if there is a more inconsequential character in all of cartoons than Woodstock. Woodstock is literally the epitome of inconsequential because, like, he's like, what is Woodstock there for? He's there to sit on Snoopy's shoulder. Is that all he's there for?
Let's put it this way. You know how consequential Woodstock is? He is the third or fourth best known character from Peanuts. Everybody, Woodstock is so important that they've even had a float of him in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That's how important and consequential he is. He is Snoopy's best friend. As to where, if you're going to argue with me that a freaking pet dog is consequential for Mickey, all right. Well, a best friend of one of the main characters, which is Woodstock, is absolutely important. He's the only one.
Charlie Brown.
He's the only one that him and Snoopy were able to absolutely, the two of them understood each other. Those are the only two that understood each other. Nobody else could understand Snoopy, nor could they understand Woodstock. But Woodstock and Snoopy understood
Woodstock
each
never
other.
really had a main role within Charlie Brown. Like, all he was there to just sit there and chill with Snoopy. Like, he never really had a main role within the show. He was literally a bird that sat there and said nothing and did nothing.
Did you actually watch the show?
I did. I absolutely did. I watched the show. I watched the movies, and out of everybody that was within Peanuts and Charlie Brown, Woodstock is the most inconsequential character of all of them. Maybe
Did you actually?
It might be him.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. No, Pigpen is the most inconsequential in that whole thing. But if you recall, now again, I don't know if you're too young to have been reading the cartoons, the cartoon strips. The strips themselves, Woodstock was a big star in many of those strips. So in what do you call it, in Disneyland, Disney World, in the world of Disney, I should say, Pluto only had a couple of little spots, and then he's thrown in here and there. Woodstock had a long running history of being in not everyone, but almost all of the freaking anything that Snoopy was in, Woodstock was trailing right behind. He was in them, and there was just, like I said, there were just Woodstock strips. There were just Woodstock comic strips that were headlining strips.
But you're also telling me that. But you were taking. So if you're using that as an argument, then why were you able to just discredit all of the things that Pluto did? Why are you able to just take all of the moments that Pluto was in just because he's not in a comic book?
No, not a comic book. In
a comic strip?
Nationally syndicated comic strip. So it's a little bit different, and of course there are different eyes on different things. But world renowned people know both. They know Pluto. They know Woodstock. Okay, and I think if you're gonna deem Pluto consequential,
I think if you polled more people are gonna know who Pluto is than Woodstock is. Peanuts didn't stand the test of time the same way Disney has.
It created freaking Woodstock from Woodstock. What, are you kidding me? Where do you think they got the name Woodstock from?
Woodstock's an actual place.
Shut up, Greer. Don't you know anything?
That was terrible.
Let's see, hold on. Sandra says Woodstock is a pet of a pet. He's well known. He does have parts in the stories, but Pluto has more part in Disney than Woodstock does in the Peanuts universe. No, I got to disagree with you on that. But you can't base it all on the comic strips. Yeah, the comic strips. Listen, the comics came before the animated series and the animations and the movies and all that. Woodstock is in every single one of them. He is in every single animated clip. He is in every single animated movie. All right. And he is one of the biggest sellers in terms of toys. And you can look that up.
But I would say that, I mean, like, if we're talking about but consequential characters within Peanuts, it's not even close. He's less consequential than Charlie Brown, Snoopy, any one of the gangs in Peanuts. Like,
Woodstock, you've got Charlie Brown.
Right next to Pigpen as one of the most inconsequential characters in the show. He doesn't really have an importance.
You're talking. Listen, nobody has an importance in Peanuts, and Pluto certainly has no importance in Disney. You know what I mean? All it is that he's a fun character. Pluto has no importance, and Woodstock has no true importance.
Pluto is the Snoopy to Mickey Mouse's Charlie Brown. Is Snoopy not important? Is Snoopy inconsequential?
Hold on. Snoopy is the whole reason for the damn Peanuts in general. You've got Charlie Brown.
Well, that's
Snoopy.
Charlie Brown like Peanuts.
I would say actually Snoopy is, what do you call it? Is older. Hold on. Snoopy is the most important. Then Charlie Brown. Then Woodstock and best known. Then you've got Linus. I'm telling you. I wish Brian was on.
There's no way Woodstock's more important than Linus, because Linus is basically is Charlie Brown's best friend, the friend that he can actually sit down and like talk to and explain how miserable his life is. Like, all Woodstock is there for is to just like make weird noises because he can't speak either, and what, be a bumper sticker? Like, I don't know. Like, Woodstock doesn't really have anything that's memorable. You know, like, of course, you do remember the little bird from Peanuts, but I very much would like to believe that Pluto is a more recognizable name than Woodstock is, and it's not even close.
I don't know, man. Let's see. I'm just looking something up. Give me 1 second. Keep talking.
No, I know we are just coming towards the end of the episode, and
okay, hold on.
So we're at this point, we're kind of really just doing the Pluto versus Woodstock debate at this point, because I'm saying Pluto is hands down consequential, and you're saying he isn't. I'm saying Woodstock is inconsequential, you're saying he is, but now we have to decide which one of the two are more consequential. And again, I don't really necessarily think it's close. I think it's Pluto, because again, when you can argue the whole
because you're up Disney's ass. That's why I'm telling you.
But you can argue you can argue all you want that it's the Fab Four. But once Pluto came into the picture, it was the Fab Five. That's the way it is. It's Mickey, Goofy, Donald, Minnie, and Pluto. Woodstock is at the bottom of the list. I got Charlie Brown, Linus, Peppermint Patty, Marcy.
You're looking at that. You're looking online. You're looking at somebody's list.
If I could show you my screen, I would. But no, I got Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Linus, Peppermint Patty, Marcy, Charlie Brown's sister. I forget her name. Lucy is not Charlie Brown's sister, but Lucy. And then Woodstock.
Schroeder.
Woodstock's at the bottom, beneath Schroeder. Like, because Woodstock didn't have anything memorable. All he did was there to fly in and stand on Snoopy's shoulder.
That's all you need to know about him. That's the whole point of his character.
Okay, I understand that, but that doesn't
make him more.
That doesn't
make
him more
consequential. The whole point of his character
is
that you can be there and he did all the fun stuff with Snoopy. He was the one that did all the fun stuff with Snoopy. He'd come and he'd land on Snoopy's nose or his belly or his feet, and he would sit there and hang out with him.
And Pluto did all the fun things with Mickey Mouse and then wound up having his own cartoon.
No, again, Pluto only had a couple of cartoons.
No, he
Woodstock had plenty more.
It was more than a
plenty
couple.
more. Woodstock had plenty more comic strips than Pluto had cartoons.
I don't know that to be factual, but Pluto had more than enough cartoons and is I will argue, a more well-known character at this point than Woodstock is. Jose over here, Pluto is consequential, and no one gives a damn about Woodstock. Again, Pluto has that Disney money. I would agree. Pluto had more longevity than Woodstock. Hold up pictures in front of kids now. Pluto or Woodstock. Nobody's gonna know who freaking Woodstock is.
I got news for you. Nobody's gonna know who Pluto is either.
That's absolutely
it's a different
fictional.
world.
That is absolutely fictional. That is literally couldn't be further from the truth.
Trying to see
Pluto's
if I
still in
can
people's
find...
faces. When was the last time you saw somebody dressed as Woodstock walking around an amusement park? Friggin' never.
Hold on a minute. What are you talking about? Have you? Yes, they have theme parks that are Peanuts. That
Theme
are all
park.
Peanuts.
They have theme park. They have theme park that is Peanuts themed.
Oh,
Pluto's all over the place.
you're killing me, dog. You're killing me.
It's okay. You can be wrong.
And you're the four-legged dog, not the two-legged dog, the cool one like Goofy.
You could
The
be.
one who
I
can't
love Goofy.
speak.
Goofy's my favorite character. But it's okay, Brim. You can be wrong from time to time.
No, I'm not wrong. I'm not. Listen,
100%. It's
listen.
not even. It's not even close. It's not even close.
The fact of the matter is,
Woodstock is
is that
useless.
I love both characters. I think both of them are technically inconsequential, but in the grand scheme of things, if one is more consequential than the other, I think that Woodstock is not far behind Pluto, if far behind at all.
But he's far behind. But he is behind. He is 100% behind Pluto. Like it's
So
not even.
So we're gonna go to the what do you call it? We'll go to the votes. We'll see what people are saying, and my wife and your girlfriend's votes don't count.
Okay, well if that's
Cancel each other out.
Okay, if that's okay, that's fine. You have Lisa. I have Sandra and Jose.
Disney's Jose. Jose, you traitor. Disney is an empire that squishes peanuts. Pluto is known worldwide. Sorry, Brim, I vote Woodstock inconsequential. That was funny the whole week. Why is this consequential? No one gives a damn about Woodstock. You wrote that before. I vote Pluto consequential. Again, Pluto has that Disney money. Yeah, but see, all right, that's fine. Well, how about at Comic Cons, man? When we were at San Diego, Peanuts has their own space. Disney doesn't even have a space there. Disney doesn't even do anything there. But there were Woodstocks all around
Disney
there.
does all their own stuff.
You don't remember that?
There was definitely not Woodstocks all over the place when we went to San Diego.
They had the hats on, the Woodstock hats. Remember that?
No.
We were at the Peanuts booth. You didn't go with me to the Peanuts booth?
I may not have, but I don't think that I don't remember seeing them all over the place.
No, I saw them. I did see them. But I honestly, I'd never seen a Pluto one. Not at Comic Cons. At Disney, of course, you're going to see them. You know what I mean? Because they run rampant at Disney. Okay, being fair, Pluto consequential, but I mean Woodstock has a whole holiday season he's a part of.
Yeah, but he's not. But he's not the main focus of all those holiday seasons. It's not. It's the Great Pumpkin, Woodstock. No.
Oh, because it's a Charlie Brown show. It's Charlie Brown and Peanuts is the grouping of characters.
But if dude, look, you could show somebody a Woodstock sticker and they might not even know what his name is.
Woodstock? Oh, everybody knows Woodstock's name.
I mean, like, I don't know.
Come on, man.
It's probably. I mean, it's probably a time thing. I understand that you're a little.
Look, Jose. He's changing. I think you can say Woodstock can be consequential too.
Oh no!
He makes the shorts look stupid interesting.
I understand.
Yes.
I understand that, but he's not more consequential than Pluto. That's the thing. You can argue which one is consequential. That's great, but he's not more consequential than Pluto. I'm sorry.
How are you? But where do you get that from? That's my question.
Because he's not as big of a character within Peanuts as Pluto is in Disney.
Who's more iconic of a character? I think they're both equal, Greer. Honestly, this specific occasion, I think that they're equal. To be completely honest.
Not in any.
Got another Woodstock.
Grew up with him and the World War I flying ace Snoopy and the rest of the Peanuts gang. The memories are strong, and Pluto is a dog that belongs to a dog. No, he belongs to a mouse. Actually,
belongs to a mouse. Yeah,
belongs to a mouse.
Which is even funnier.
But guys, we do have to wrap up the show because we are at our time limit. We're actually way over our time limit.
Him and Snoopy are like Calvin and Hobbes. Tim's trying really hard. Jose is still for Pluto. Hold on, but I've got. You can't have Snoopy without Woodstock. Woodstock for the win. Oh, I think I'm winning.
They're both important, competent, important characters. No, yes, we're absolutely right. I agree that they do both characters do have some importance. I would absolutely agree with that. But Woodstock is not more important than Pluto. I mean, Woodstock is definitely not more important than Pluto. It's not even close.
In a sense, they can be equal, but if you have to call a winner, I call Pluto. So, all right. So you got Sandra. Sandra is saying Pluto. What do you call it? Jose, you said Pluto or no?
Jose said Pluto.
Okay. Herb said Woodstock.
And Lisa said Woodstock.
Eric said Woodstock. Lisa said Woodstock. We call it done. I went out of it. Hold on.
Jose flipped. He said
that.
actually Woodstock is more consequential. I can see Mickey without Pluto, but I can't see Snoopy without Woodstock.
Ha ha! I win.
It's okay. You could all be very wrong. That's totally fine. You all show your age, and that
it's also age groups. It's also age groups. Tom. That's what I'm saying. Like
and I understand that. I understand that, and I think now, I think nowadays you ask more people. I think Pluto is I'm not gonna waver on this one. Pluto is a light years more consequential than Woodstock is. It's not even. It's not really even close.
No, and the reason why, Tom, and again, Pluto is a very cool character, and he's a good character, and I love him. And again, I'm just, we're I know we're both sitting and just playing devil's advocates on both sides and whatever, but the fact is Pluto is not as popular as he once was. He doesn't have the push that he once had. You know what I'm saying?
But in what way? Like how? I don't understand how you can say that.
He's not. What is he getting? Like a little short here and there on Disney still, and that's about it. What else does he have? He's not. He doesn't have any movies. He doesn't have anything big going on. He doesn't have his own ride. Mickey and Minnie just got their first ride ever in Disney, and they were the main characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, like, when was the last time you saw a movie come out regarding all of the main?
Kim, hold on one second. Kim, what do you mean Pluto has longevity? So does Woodstock. Woodstock's been around for longer than you've been around. What do you mean he's got longevity? True, but I mean, like, and he's been in just as much, if not more. He's been in just as many, if not more, books than.
That's totally fine, but Peanuts, for the most part, is non-existent at this point. You don't really have Peanuts is not a mainstay within television or media at this point in time.
Of course they are. It's syndicated every week.
Unless then when Thanksgiving comes or Christmas comes. Where are they syndicated?
Where
are you watching the Peanuts every week?
How many publications is Peanuts?
Peanuts is huge. I freaking love Peanuts, by the way. I don't want this to come off as I don't like Peanuts. I love Charlie Brown. I relate to Charlie Brown on many occasions.
Hold on 1 second. There are over 26 volumes of the Peanuts books. But hold on 1 second. I'm trying to see how many publications, if I can find that. What do you call it? But that, I mean, you're talking about hundreds, if not more, of their of different publications that they're syndicated in every single week. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure they do it there daily and not just a weekly.
I don't think they come out.
So
they come out with new things. I don't think they come out with new comic strips anymore.
Are they? Are they done with it? I don't know if they're done with the Peanuts comic strips.
I'm pretty sure they're done. I believe. I wish Brian Little was here because he would definitely have an answer for all of this stuff. He is the little Peanuts encyclopedia. But Herb, you said when was the last time there was a new Pluto or Mickey short? No. The series is running. Last is expected in 2022. Disney hasn't done a movie in years. Disney hasn't done a Mickey movie in years. So you trying to say that he's inconsequential too, Herb? I mean, like, they have new cartoons all the time. I mean, you just have to go on Disney Plus, but like.
Not everybody has Disney Plus.
Not everybody does have Disney Plus, but it's on Disney's other. I mean, like, that's where I watch them. You don't have to watch them on Disney Plus. But
you have to have Disney Plus to watch.
We're way over time. We do have to go.
So why don't we do this? Both characters. We'll deem both characters consequential. All right, but fairness, Woodstock did win.
Sure. I will let you guys. I will let you guys be wrong, but it's okay.
I thought I was going to lose, to be honest. I did think I was going to lose.
I did too. I can't believe I honestly can't believe anybody still really likes Woodstock, to be honest with you, because again, I just can't. I can't really. I don't see him as relevant as Pluto is within the cast of Disney, within Disney's cast, or within Charlie Brown's cast. I just don't see it. whatsoever.
It's just he's a very popular character, you know. But again, I know you love Peanuts too, and I love Disney, and this is just for the sake of the show. But what do you call it? Wow, Herb. Tom's a sore loser. LOL. Bring on a poll. LOL.
No, I'm just from
wow.
this century. I'm just from a more recent decade. That's the way I'm looking at it. You know, like Peanuts is for the older folks and Disney's for the younger folks. That's just the way it kind of looks like it.
What do you call it? They we call it at the end of the day. That's about all the time we have, people. It was a fun one. This was a fun one.
It is. We definitely had some technical difficulties. I don't 100% know if the podcast version is going to be up after this. I have to. I'm gonna have to do some. I'm gonna try. So, guys, thank you for being here. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much. You all are amazing. You're such an ageist. I am absolutely an ageist. You guys, thank you all for being here. You're all amazing. No matter how wrong most of you were. I love all of you. You guys keep the show going. If it wasn't for you guys listening, we definitely wouldn't have a show, and the show would be a lot less fun. So if you could please like, comment, share on the streams, like the podcast, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and that's about all I got.
Thanks again, everybody. We appreciate you. We love you. We'll see you, and make sure to tune in Thursday night for the Grindhouse Radio.